found a new place to record, and my brother's gone out. And as you can tell, yeah, I tried a different technique to get my hair in a man bun, and it worked, but it was a bit of a pain to get out. It took me pretty much no time at all. It was just a bit fiddly. You know, that's exactly what happens when you keep a calm mindset. You get a calm outcome. And yeah, you just got it out straight away pretty much. And I'm gonna have to brush my hair because that's how messy this is. And it's so weird just hearing my voice like this. I'm basically in the hallway between all four of the rooms. Would you count the stairs as a room? Like, you go down into the entrance of the house. I don't know what you call it. Would you call it a crossroads if it's like 5 different locations to go? 6, including the attic, actually. I'll call it a crossroads. Can you see? Ow. Almost shattered my foot for a shot that I can't even show because, you know, you see too much of the outside. Sick. That literally landed on my foot, by the way. If that had been any closer, it probably would have done damage. Thankfully, calm mindset means calm outcome. Although today I've definitely had these moments of being so attached to reality being a certain way. I mean, I've got this motivation to really build, create, and just draw things into my life that I haven't had before, and it's going to be fun when they turn up, yes, but I've been doing this visualization work now where I've simulated it in my head as real as I could to actually just trick my brain into believing that I've already had it, and I think I've done it. It's just, I don't know, it's this weird thing where it's like a repeat. Maybe this is the trap I keep falling into. It's just, maybe as a kid, my subconscious was open. I learned that I needed to have the 3D validate me in order for me to truly be fulfilled. But I don't actually need it. I don't. And that's what I'm learning recently. So it's probably just going to take quite a bit of time to get my brain to really take this on board. It's nice just being able to stand up. The thing is, the stand-up desk doesn't even lift this phone high enough for me to actually be seen properly. You have seen that shot in like some solo karaoke sessions. There's nowhere in my room where I can put it where it's actually like this. This one's on like the banister for the stairs, and if I'm not careful, if I like swipe my hand or something, it's gonna fall off, so I better be careful. It's so strange because, you know, life does feel like it drags on sometimes, and it currently seems to be dragging on. Well, I've got 60 years left. What the heck do I fill all this time with? You know, even those TV shows, which are taking what seems to be a long time, I'll get to like maybe the 3rd month of doing it and I'll be done, and I'll be like, well, that didn't actually kill that much time at all. I've got so much time that I don't know if it's even a problem. I'm grateful that I've got all this time to really just take it slow, improve as a person in general, just improve myself physically and mentally. So I'm not just so desperate for the outside validation, because I've spent a huge portion of my life desperate for that. And it clearly has never helped. Although it is nice to have motivation to improve and get tasks done in order to reach a goal. But apart from that, when the goal is so far off, or you can't quite see the light at the end of the tunnel, it can be really kind of, what's really keeping me going? Is it just not necessarily a false promise of hope or false promise of a reward, but you know, this is why you have to abandon instant gratification, because it will destroy your life. You'll find at some point you'll be so addicted to it that you can't possibly focus on anything else. You can't possibly focus on any basic tasks. I mean, here and now I'm going through this house doing all the dishes. Like, we use the dishwasher, so we're not having to clean it manually like I did in my college year. cake deck. That was my favourite year in the 4 years I was in college. And it was like cake deck. I got to decorate polystyrene cakes and it was brilliant. I made a TARDIS one. We threw it out the window and set it on fire because it was just that strong. And then from there, I must have picked the wrong courses because they didn't appeal to me. It was so much just sitting at a computer, which, I do all the time. But, when I'm just typing and researching all these things instead of doing practical work, it's just boring. Like maybe about 10% of the course, those years maybe. If I even did practical work, I did at one point where I made my own movie. It was like the Suicide Squad, as in like Suicide Squad, as in like sue someone for money or whatever as a prank. It was just I know I'm funny, but I'm not quite sure that was funny. I remember when that played to the students, I feel like they'd already seen it. And when it played in front of the class, there was dead silence. There was no reactions. And it was just... But I think no one wanted to be there, to be honest, because I sure didn't. But, I met my friend Marcus during those college years. And, clearly the universe has guided everything to go as it needed to. That I made an amazing friendship out of that choice of me sacrificing a few years for something so, I don't know, but I didn't know what else to do, did I? I mean, soon after college, I still didn't know what to do. So guess what? I joined a Club Penguin Discord server, the RPF, which some of you know about. Took flipping forever, but I got a moderator, and then even longer, and I got owner, and you can hear my leg clicking. It just wants a cameo. And yeah, I developed so many mental health issues in that group. Not their fault. I mean, I don't want to place the blame of the entire world on you. But in our realities, we are the creators of our realities. We actually have a lot more control than we think we do. Hold on, let me go downstairs. The funny thing is the stairs are there and I'm on a platform. Now let's do it properly. It actually looks thicker doing the real thing. That was the fake version. Am I right? Oh, how many went? I moved house into one of the most amazing houses you could really even think about. It's just a perfect example of why you should trust the universe to guide things. And when you hit the right frequency and spend enough time genuinely enjoying life, you will just have the 3D match you. And I'm literally living in this part of the house. It's a semi-detached house, so I'm not technically alone, which is probably good actually. But I'm enjoying it alone for now, until my brother gets back from the gym, which, I've probably got like 2 hours. Yeah! I wonder, should I go or should I stay? The band had only one more song to play. I'm just dancing to try and get my brain going because I have absolutely no clue what to say right now. I think the hardest part about my life right now is just time itself. And I know a lot of assumption people are saying that all of time happens at once. But still, I am constantly existing. I don't want to die, but I don't know what to do with all of this space and time that I've been given. I could just chill, play games, watch TV shows, which I'm going to do, but I also want to talk to this camera. But I've also got ideas in my head that I would love to do as well. But they've been resisting me for so long. And I guess I'm just going to move on to other things until they turn up and then I can enjoy them. I don't know. Life just seems to be a whole load of, you have an idea, you try and detach from it and let the universe work on it, because some of these things, I don't exactly want to get them quickly, completely beyond all help. I want these things to be the best they can be. Like this house, for instance. I mean, I very much could have moved into a different house and experienced the worst stuff. I mean, I'm hearing stories like people being unable to go outside their house because it's unsafe. I get to walk out my house in such a loving neighborhood where I'm just safe all the time. I can go to the shop, I can go to the gym, and everything is just incredible. But then again, perhaps it really depends on the person, because the 3D, the reality, is literally just a reflection of you within. So if you are chaos within, what do you think is going to happen? I'm going to be incredibly angry like 90% of the time every single day, and everything around me will be super calm, no disturbance whatsoever. It could work like that, but it's much more reliable to do it this way. I mean, my journey was staged Darlington. I mean, I'm doing singing lessons, I'm preparing for a new play, which is going to air in cinemas. Oh, well, cinemas, that's bold. I meant one cinema, but if it could be aired multiple times, that would be pretty epic. I think it does help to let your life breathe, where you just take a step back and do nothing but kind of like meditate. And I mean, I even talk to myself quite a lot because, like the thoughts that you go through aren't even private. The universe is always listening, so you kind of have to get your thoughts correct for you to attract what you are actually looking for. It's very important. Don't stress and have this pressure of getting it right all the time, because I used to do that, where I was just legit like, oh, but what if there was something I could do today that I'm not aware of, that I could just pull in these manifestations faster. And because I am making these mistakes all the time, I'm pushing these manifestations away, and that was really bothering me. But nowadays, I just trust that the universe is just giving me all this knowledge for me to finally be able to get it right and pull in a ton of manifestations, no matter the amount of resistance. So I look forward to giving you, daily updates, yes, but I look forward to giving you updates on some amazing manifestations in my life. And I guarantee there's some of them that I didn't even think of. Absolutely shake things up. Anyways, before I forget, put chandelier in the comments. Also, if you haven't already, leave a like and subscribe. Anyways, I love you all. Hope you have a good day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.